How to establish credibility in a speech. Expect to be successful. Expect to be liked. Expect to be popular everywhere you go. Brian Tracy. You can give one of the best speeches in your life, but if your audience doesn't trust you, your message will go in one ear and out the other. In reality, the single best aspect of your speech isn't the message. It is the trust and credibility you establish with your audience. Consider these 6 tips to establish credibility in your speech. Tip number 1 is to dress the part. People judge you within the first 4 seconds of meeting you. Then they will only give you about 30 seconds before they make a final decision about you and store this judgment away in their subconscious mind. And you never get a second chance to make a good impression. To make the best impression you can, to establish your credibility, it is essential to ensure your grooming, hairstyle, and other ways that define your appearance from the neck up fall in line with the expectations of the people you are speaking to. One of the best and easiest ways to establish credibility with your audience is by putting your best foot or outfit forward. Be well-groomed and dressed for success in a way that appeals to your audience. The second tip to establish credibility in your speech is to master your stage presence. As a speaker, it is a necessity to fully capture the attention of your audience so that they can really absorb what you are saying. The more your audience absorbs, the more likely they are to learn. And the more they learn, the more likely they are to come back to you as an authority and credible expert to start the cycle all over again. Because of this, your stage presence is one of the biggest factors for your success as a public speaker. Having a solid stage presence comes with a lot of experience. So to help you nail down your stage presence, consider this. Practice, practice, practice. Slow down, speak to win, and take your presentation and audience seriously. The third tip is, establish authority and embody your key points. In order to help capture your audience's full attention and establish authority on the topic to which you are speaking, explain why you're qualified to be speaking on that topic and why your audience should trust you. You can do this by sharing your educational background on the topic of your speech, or your experiences related to the topic. And if you're speaking about how you solved a problem, elaborate on how you overcame it and how you can help others overcome it as well. Consider opening your speech by telling your story and hitting on the relevant parts that show you are an expert on the topic. This will help the audience build trust in you as an authority and form a personal connection. The next tip to establish credibility in your speech is to find common ground with your audience. To create an even greater bond with your audience, find common ground with them through shared experiences and solutions they're looking for in your speech will build trust and credibility, while also keeping them engaged as part of the story. By putting yourself in your audience's shoes, you create the opportunity to share valuable information on what they can expect in their future by following your advice, as someone who has already paved the path they're seeking to take. Connect with the audience's emotions and self-interests, and bring them into the conversation when you can keep them engaged and allow them to view you as their North Star. Tip number 5 is to support your speech with real-life examples and stories. One of the biggest keys to keeping an audience engaged during a speech is through the use of personal anecdotes. Stories not only create an opportunity for your audience to visualize something, but they also make your audience feel like they know you on a more personal level, which can help assure them on the topic to which you are speaking. Some examples of stories you could tell are short stories, someone else's stories you were able to relate to, and of course, your own personal stories. The truth is, in order for your presentation or speech to have its greatest effect, you need to be able to wow your audience. When you're giving facts and figures, they will pay a certain amount of attention. No matter what story you choose to tell, creating an opportunity for your audience to visualize and connect with you in this way will solidify their view of you as a credible speaker. At the end of the day, your stories remind your audience that you're human too. The last tip to establishing credibility in your speech is to deliver with confidence. In order to learn how to influence people, you need to develop the same attitude and attributes as those who are already master speakers. One of the most powerful traits expert speakers harness that you can start working on right now is to build a strong belief in yourself. Perhaps the most wonderful result of developing high levels of self-confidence is the positive impact that your personality will have on your relationships. In fact, There are two always operating mental laws that determine much of what happens to you in your interactions with people. They are the law of attraction and the law of correspondence. The law of attraction says that you will inevitably attract people into your life who are very much like you. And the law of correspondence explains that your outer world of relationships will correspond perfectly, like a mirror image, to your inner world of personality and temperament. In order to build trust and credibility in your speech, attract a like-minded audience, and create your perfect environment and life, building and exuding confidence will get you exactly where you want to go. And if you want to learn more about how to be a great public speaker, download a copy of Brian Tracy's Ultimate List of Public Speaking Tips. Now the question today is this: which of these tips will you work on now to establish credibility with your audience in your next speech? Leave a comment below, and Brian will be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, as Brian always says, if you want to change your future, take action and take action now.
If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable, share it with your friends, or for more resources on professional development, visit my website at briantracy.com. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to change your future, take action, and take action now.